prayer from Wednesday through to Sabbath. We've done 5 preaching sermons with 5 different children. Children are very approachable and they are ready to try anything for God. The exciting thing about that is that when they try things, they are willing to continue to try and try and try until they get it right. They're excited about being able to minister for God today. If you don't see Zoe with her mom, then skip over and come back when you see the fits, okay? We will still do the scripture, but we may not do the scripture until just before Dara preaches, if that's what we have to do.
Okay.
And then you would be willing to do the prayer if we have to. So he could do the opening prayer still.
It was fun. I wasn't scared. Well, I didn't really write the sermon. I just wrote the stories. Pastor Jeremiah did the sermon for me. But God isn't trying to be mean. He's just trying to clean us up.
Yeah.
He wants to take only pure and righteous people to heaven.
We have such a growing church family with so many young people and children in our church that our children need to feel a part of the church family. And God has said that children can serve and minister from childhood. So we want to practice that right here at CPC.
I am a very shy girl originally, but through God's grace I conquered that. I'm 16 years old. I'm a senior at high school and just right now trying to figure out what the Lord wants me to do. The pastors helped me out a lot and they coached me, and through that we perfect the sermon.
Malachi was the very last of the Old Testament prophets. Like the line of my line, like the light. Sorry, I'm very nervous.
All right, yeah, right.
Like the mighty line of prophets before him.
We've been organizing this since about August of this year. This is not a short-term organizational process, but it's worth it. We start out by asking some individuals if they're willing to participate as coaches. We ask other individuals to work with us in relationship to service models, such as those who will participate in leadership roles and those who will participate with the children to kind of stand by them and work with them on a personal basis. We do everything from going over songs and music to going over the actual preaching, and letting children write their own sermon is a long process, but each of our children are given a Bible passage and the tools they need, and they choose what they're going to say, and they write their own actual sermons.
How many of you know Glory, Glory? We're going to sing Glory, Glory.
Predominantly, the best thing you can do is to get your laity involved, to encourage your laity to take on the nurture spiritually for their children. And so it's not just parent to child, but it's all kinds of individuals in the church family, from elders to deaconesses to others, to helping them to participate in a partnership that will help children to get ready for this kind of an event. Our laity are so willing to be used here at CPC. We find that the work is so smooth. We've just got a very dedicated group of laity who are willing to take on these children on a personal basis, and they work with them very intimately for a long period of time. But it can be done with a pastor's guidance and a pastor's leadership. It can be done quite successfully, as we saw today.